What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, want to talk about if Harry Potter Quidditch Champions will be shown at Summer Game Fest 2023. Now, I think the odds, honestly, are extremely high. I'm going to walk through, and I'm primarily going to walk through more of why it could be Harry Potter, and maybe not why it may be other WB games. If we want to touch upon that briefly, I guess the short answer would just be I don't really know how much else they're able to show at this current time. Well, technically, we should start at the beginning. Jeff Keighley unveiled his lineup for Summer Game Fest 2023. And this is, of course, like the whole month of June. But what we're talking about specifically is that opening night, that kickoff stream, which is always the best part of it and really is the actual event. Technically, you can go there and play games now on the show floor, which is pretty darn cool. But the meat of the event of Summer Game Fest is literally, I believe, June 8th. About midday, depends on the time zone, I suppose. And, it's that 2.5 hour live stream where Jeff shows stuff. And he's ended it before with Elden Ring and other really big games, right? It's normally a pretty okay show. I'd say the Game Awards tends to always be better than it, but this is no slacker, right? They can do some pretty cool stuff here. So that's the quick recap. And when he did show these publishers that are going to be taking part in the event, now what that means, you don't know. Maybe it's for something really small, maybe it's for something big. Maybe they're at the show floor, but they're not going to do anything for the live stream, right? You have to consider all of these things. Warner Bros. Is on there, okay? Warner Bros. Is on that list. So, again, you could look at, all right, well, what else do they have to show? Well, Wonder Woman is the first thing that I think of, I guess, besides Quidditch Champions. You could maybe argue Hogwarts Legacy DLC if you wanted to throw that out there. It wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Wonder Woman is definitely one that you would consider. I would say probably not, just because, I don't know, it's been obviously a long enough time where you could show Wonder Woman, but I just feel like it's Quidditch. So it's not the greatest arguments for sure of why it can't be other things. But again, if we're just focusing on Quidditch, I do have a couple of reasons why I think it's going to be kind of likely that Quidditch is shown, starting with these betas, right? So all these play tests that you can do for this game. So game's announced, and it's announced, I mean, I don't know if I'd say like at a weird time, but it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, right? They just dropped the announcement, hey, this game is real, this game is happening. And not only that, but you can actually play this game, sign up, and you'll be able to play it, right? So all those things happen extremely quickly, and that happened, month and a half ago, kind of close to Summer Game Fest. And since then, we've had a couple waves. I think wave 1 of the playtest was a few weeks ago, and wave 2 is coming up. They announced that on Twitter, I think last week, that, wave 2 is going to happen for the playtest. So we're in multiple waves of this thing. Now, we've talked about when the potential release date could be. It's possible this game comes out August, September, October. It's not 100%, but this game could very easily come out in the fall or come out in some form of early access, or maybe there's like an open beta, like a multiverses like thing, right, with a founders pack and all this stuff. They can do all sorts of stuff where the game really isn't that far out. So that's where I focus my attention on. Quidditch Champions has been in the works for quite a while. They're doing play tests. They announce it in kind of an odd spot, but here's the kicker. They don't show it. So, we have this. We have, like a 10, 15-second little thing, but we really don't have the game. And anybody who plays the playtest can't even say what the game is, right? So if you actually have played it, well, good for you, but, you can't say, oh, well, obviously we know visually how it's going to look, but we don't necessarily know how it feels. We don't know modes. We don't know what the heck's in the playtest, right? So I'm not saying we're going to get all of that at Summer Game Fest, but I actually think we would get an okay amount. I think Summer Game Fest is the time you would show a trailer, some sort of full-on reveal trailer. It's hard to say, will Quidditch Champions be revealed at Summer Game? Because it technically already has been. But I do think this is where you get the info. And maybe even the play testers can say, okay, well, thank God, finally we see the game. We can talk about it. We can kind of analyze it a little bit more because you'd be able to see it. So I do think, and I don't know, I really don't know what's in that playtest and how, whether it's bare bones or whether it's kind of full. But when it comes to this, I hope trailer at Summer Game Fest, I think it would kind of lay down, okay, here's how you play, here's a couple modes, here's a quick little sizzle reel of a couple different people playing a couple different positions, right? Here's how the game works. And then maybe you end it by saying, closed beta or open beta, whatever, summer 2023. Or, well, I mean, that would be kind of close. Maybe you actually give a date, depending on how close it is, right? Maybe if you do a closed or open beta or whatever in July or August, you'd actually give the date at Summer Game Fest. Maybe if the game comes out in September, October, November. Maybe you just say fall 2023, right? You don't have to actually give a date. But I think that, to me, those are strong enough reasons. It could be Wonder Woman, could be Hogwarts. I'm trying, like, I guess Mortal Kombat, the thing stopping Mortal Kombat is the heavy rumors that it's going to be announced at PlayStation Show. So, I mean, I guess it could be shown at PlayStation Show and then also be at Summer Game Fest. That's totally possible. And maybe that's the strongest one that it could be. Because, I mean, we know it's coming. We know it's going to get announced. We know it's actually releasing this fall because WB accidentally said it. I'm talking about Mortal Kombat. So that game is there. That's definitely one. Wonder Woman, again, I mean, maybe they do it, maybe not. Suicide Squad, because of the delay, I don't know if you do anything this summer. I think that's kind of too soon. Yes, maybe you have like a Lego game. Like maybe you can announce it. I mean, there are some things they can do for sure. But considering the placement of Quidditch, and it's real, it's probably not all that far away, but also we don't know anything or see anything on it. And then if you do, you can't say anything. I think that kind of lines it up perfectly for whether it's there or not. We do need a trailer for this game like pretty darn soon. I think it's just kind of mandatory, and I think it makes a lot of sense for it to be there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. I will be co-streaming the event, not just for Quidditch, for hopefully many more announcements that are there, but I will be doing it, so if you guys want to watch along with me, June 8th, remember, is the day. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all on the next one.